Alright, so in this video we're going to look at means from grouped frequency data. So this is a bit similar like my last video for the foundation, but this time this is a higher tier one. So this one's a bit harder than the last one because it's obviously a higher tier topic, but I'll explain all the way through it for the higher tier students. So instead of just getting two columns like last time, you'll first be given a column which is a bit different, what looks like this. So, and you'll also be getting a midpoint as well, but you still get the frequency. So the first thing you want to do is, you want to look at this column here, and you need to find the midpoint. So that's basically like the median between the middle of these two numbers. So the middle number between 0 and 10 is 5. 10 and 20, 15. 20 and 30 is 25. 30 and 40 is 35. 40 and 50 is 45. So once you've got these, we have the midpoint now. So you want to do the frequency times by the midpoint. So you times these numbers together now. This is usually called, I'm just going to do it like this, midpoint times F. Midpoint times frequency. So get your scientific calculator and we're going to times these together. So 21 times 5 is 105. And then 11 times 15 is 165. 31 times 25 is 775. And then 12 times 35 equals 420. And then 25 times by 45 equals 1,125. Let me check something. Yeah, alright, so now that we've done our frequency table, we should have all of our results right now. We have the midpoint, and we have our midpoint times by our frequency. So it's basically just like the last one now. All we need to do is we need to add up all this column. Wait, no, do not add up the midpoint, sorry. You need to add up all the frequency, and we need to add up all this. So I'm going to start off by adding up all this, which will give me a result of, let me use my calculator, 105 plus 165 plus 775 plus 420 plus 1,125. That gives me a result of 2,590. Now if we do the other one now for the frequency, that is so 21 plus 11, 31, 12 and 25, and that gives me a result of 100. So now basically, it's basically similar like the foundation one now. All we need to do is we need to divide these together. So 2,590 divided by 100, in the calculator, 2,590 divided by 100, make it a decimal, and that is 25.9. 25.9. So that is your final answer, but that is not actually the mean. Basically, the means from group frequency data, this is basically like, well, data, it's basically from frequency tables, but we call it data in this. So that is the mean, but it's an estimated mean. So it's not the real mean, it's like what we think like the estimated mean is.